Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new series that I'm doing, what I call Luke's Random Response. Basically, I find a video and I respond to it. So for our very first episode of this brand new series, we're going to do a video that went viral way back in early 2012. It's titled Facebook Parenting for the Troubled Teen. Now here's a little bit of a background on this video just before we get started. If you don't remember this, basically this dad, his daughter went on Facebook, more or less trash talked her family, especially her dad. And dad's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shoot your laptop. That's what you get." Now there's a lot of videos like this where the parent punishes the child for disrespecting them. If this isn't the first video to do this, and it probably isn't, but I would say this pretty much blew open the floodgates for just this kind of video. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. By the way, I'm using a brand new webcam to capture myself. I'm right down at the bottom right. It's going good so far. Anyways, let's get this full screen, and let's go. And for the record, this is not these aren't reaction videos. Oh, screen black, but whatever. These aren't reaction videos. These are response videos, kind of like what I did for Mario. This isn't turning into some react channel. Okay, now let's probably start.
Good afternoon. It's February 7th, 2012. This is from my daughter, Hannah, and more importantly for all her friends on Facebook who thought that her little rebellious post was cute, and for all you parents out there that think your kids don't post bad things on Facebook. Well, I want to read you one. I took off my daughter's Facebook wall. She thought she'd be smart by blocking her parents from being able to see it. Hannah, you were grounded for about 3 months.
Yeah, for the record, for the record, I should mention this guy does swear a little bit in the video, so if you don't, I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, he swears a little bit, which means I'm gonna swear a little bit too. So if bad language triggers you, stop watching the video, go watch something else. But if you're fine with that, we will keep going. And yeah, by the way, your parents will find your Facebook or your Twitter. Don't think they don't read that. Because they do. Because my mom follows me on Twitter, although she doesn't really respond to anything I put on there.
For doing
mostly it's like, "Oh, I'm seeing this movie." Anyway,
very similar to this, and I would have thought with a father that worked in IT for a living, you'd have better sense than to do it again.
Yeah.
But I just spent about 6 hours yesterday fixing your computer for you, upgrading it for you, spent about $130 on software. And today, I run across a post on your Facebook page that you didn't think I'd be able to see. So since you want to hide it from everyone, I'm going to share it with everybody. This is called To My Parents, by the way. To my parents, I'm not your damn slave. It's not my responsibility to clean up your shit. We have a cleaning lady for a reason. Her name is Linda, not Hannah. If you want coffee, get off your ass and make it yourself. If you want a garden, shovel the fertilizer yourself. Don't sit back on your ass and watch me do it. If you walk in the house and get mud all over the floor
For the record, he's not going to refute any of this. At one point he brings up the little brother's brought up, and he's like, "Yeah, that's true." Implying that nothing else in this post is true, which, dude, again, he doesn't refute any of this. So I'm forced to assume she's probably right about it.
Clean, be my guest. But clean it up after you're done getting shit everywhere. I'm tired of picking up after you. You tell me at least once a day that I need to get a job. And I love this part. You could just pay me for all the shit that I do around the house. Seriously? Are you kidding me?
I mean, allowances are a thing, dude. My dad didn't really pay me for any of the chores I did, but then again, I didn't have a lot of chores anyway. But, whenever I was, really young, my mom gave me a bit of an allowance. and and if and I don't know what her age was at the time of this video. I think she might. I'm pretty sure she was under 16 though, which means she wouldn't have been able to get a job anyway. So so him saying, "Oh, you need to get a job." Well, how can she get one when when she's not old enough? And yeah, you could pay her for, assuming she's correct, you could pay her like $1 each day. Not for every chore, just every day she does all of her chores. $1. Maybe $1 a week. I don't know. I will reward. Maybe then she won't complain about doing the chores then.
I'll get to that in a minute. Every day when I get home from school, I have to do dishes, clean the countertops, all the floors, make all the beds, do the laundry, and get the trash. I'm not even going to mention all the work I do around your clinic. And if I don't do all that every day, I get grounded. You know how hard it is to keep up with chores and schoolwork? It's freaking crazy.
I myself can attest to that. Because when I lived with my dad, I wouldn't. I mean, I didn't do a whole lot of chores, but considering I'm a bit of a fat ass, he would try to make me work out with him, and I hated doing that. And instead of doing that, I could have been working on schoolwork, which I didn't like doing anyway. And more often than not, I would just be on my laptop, and he would get on me for that a lot, and he would just take it away. And that's half the reason why. And that's half the reason why I didn't post anything for almost 2 years. If anybody's wondering, that's entirely because of my dad. But yeah, I would have to do. I mean, juggling him, making me work out with him, various chores, some easy, some just grueling and backbreaking, and I have to juggle all that with school. Come on, dude. So yeah, I sympathize with her in this, but he doesn't care, apparently.
I go to sleep at 10 every night because I'm too tired to stay up any longer and do anything else. I have to get up at 5 in the morning to get ready for school. On the weekends, I have to sleep with my door locked.
Wait, hang on. Why this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but why does she have to get up at 5 in the morning for school? What school did she go to that you would have to get up so early? Jeez. I'm glad I didn't go to school like that.
My little brother won't come get me up at 6. That part's true. This is all true.
Again, implying that nothing else in this post is true.
This is what she's saying. And I'm tired of this bullshit. Next time I have to pour a cup of coffee, I'm gonna flip shit. I have no idea how I have a life.
I like that.
I'm gonna hate to see
I like
the day
that. I'm gonna flip shit. I should use that. I should use that line more often.
you get too old to wipe your ass and you call me asking for help. I won't be there. Signed, your pissed kid, Hannah.
Again, I'm mainly sympathizing with her for her line about doing all the chores and then having to balance chores and schoolwork. For a teenager, I imagine, as someone who was once a teenager with a dad kind of like this one, and having to balance not only chores, again, some easy, some backbreaking, but also working out with my dad, who made me work out with him, and school. I imagine I was really stressed with that. I hated that. I was extremely stressed. And because of that, I didn't do great at the school that I went to for the 2 years that I lived with my dad. I hated it. My scores were not great at that school, and it's all because of the crap my dad made me do. Like, maybe if he didn't, and also because of and outside of the chores themselves and the the working out, I just couldn't stand my dad in general, so none of that helped. And I imagine his daughter couldn't stand him either. So yeah, I think her name is Hannah Marie. My heart goes out to you.
I'm going to address a couple of these.
Oh, go ahead.
We have a lady that cleans the house for us as a favor to trade off some services. She is not, and you will never again refer to her as the cleaning lady. That lady works harder in one day than you ever have in your life.
Okay, but you still make your daughter do so many of the other chores anyway. I mean, okay, why not try this? Why not have your daughter help out the cleaning lady? And yes, I know it's like, oh, she's not a cleaning lady, but you barely said much about her right there. She cleans up the house as a favor. I think this is what he said. If nothing else, just have your daughter help her out. I don't know.
Pay you for the chores seriously? Pay you for chores that you're supposed to do around the house. You come home from school, you have a list of chores that are on the wall because you can't remember them if you don't. They are sweep the living room and kitchen floor, which total will take you about 3 minutes. If the countertops are dirty, wipe them down, which takes about a minute. If the dishwasher's full and been run, empty it and put the dishes away. If it's not, just be sure all the glasses and stuff are in the dishwasher. If you have any laundry of your own, do it. And if your bed is unmade, do it. You don't have to do my laundry. You don't have to make my bed. You don't have to make the guest bed. You have to make your own bed. Once a month or so, I guess you probably have to make the guest bed. But pay you for chores? Are you out of your mind? You are 15 going on 16 years old.
Okay, all right, 15 years old. All right, so I was right.
You want things for your laptop, you want a new battery, you want a new cord, you want a new camera, you want a new phone, you want a new iPod, but you won't get off your lazy ass to even look for a job.
Again, minimum hiring age for a lot of places is 16. Some places the minimum is 18. She can't get a job. She's not old enough to get a job. What do you expect her to do? I mean, really? She wouldn't be old enough. I mean, I don't know I don't know where this guy lives, what his state is, so I can't confirm if they have a minimum hiring age of 15 or anything. But I'm assuming the minimum is 16 wherever he lives. That's what it is for most states anyway. So no, she can't get a job. So until she's old enough to be able to be hired by anybody, I think you should pay her. Not a lot, mind you, just like a little bit. Quarters. I don't know. And again, not every day. Maybe every week. If if in a week she does all of her chores, you give her like $1 and she misses a chore even once during that whole week, she gets nothing. That's gonna hurt the audio. That'd be a good compromise, but no.
The only job that you've applied to is the one I made you apply to because I got the application for you. And you've been too lazy to even carry that back. When I was your age, I had moved out of the house, lived on my own, went to college while in high school, worked 2 jobs, was a volunteer fireman, and still went to school.
Yeah, I find that hard. I find that very hard to believe. I don't know how anybody could go to college and go to high school at the same time while also working 2 jobs and being a volunteer fireman amongst other things. Good Lord, dude. That is very hard to believe.
Responsibilities include waking up on time and getting on the bus. That's the end of your responsibility each day. You don't have
having
that
trouble
hard
speaking
life,
there, dude?
but you're about to. I warned you months ago about what would happen if you did something like this on Facebook again. The last time you were grounded, and quite frankly, I've forgotten now, but it was for something fairly childish and stupid. We took away the computer, that kind of thing. No cell phone, no Facebook. And I told you, if it ever happened again, that it'd be a lot worse. And I was really close that day to putting a bullet through your laptop. Now, this time, I just spent all day yesterday, blew half my day upgrading your laptop, putting new software on it, spent about $130 in software to get everything, to the way that you want to have it for school. You don't have to worry about buying a new laptop battery. You don't have to worry about buying a new power cord. You don't have to worry about buying a new camera, because you won't be using any of them till probably college. I don't know how to say how disappointed I am in you and how disrespectful you were to every single adult in your life. But kid, you got it easy. Way easy. It's about to get harder. It's about to get a whole lot harder today. Because you're not going to see this, and for all I know, you might not ever see it. But as soon as I'm done, I'm going to post this on your Facebook wall. So all those kids that thought it was cool for how rebellious you were can see what happens. And all the parents
Yeah.
may get...
Well, I imagine all those kids would be like, "Oh, this is child abuse." Ugh. And I think some people did respond like that, which, no, it's what he's about to do. And if you've seen this video, you know what he's about to do. But if you haven't, it's not child abuse. But it's definitely over the line.
an idea to put a boot up their own kid's ass. Because all this... I mean, there was more curse words in that one post. Just ridiculous. Not happening. Disrespectful to me, your mother, your stepmother, your family, your friends, and yourself. So I'm going to put a stop to it. And I'm going to put a stop to it right now. That right there is your laptop. You see it's out here on the ground. This right here is my 45. That was the first round. These are exploding hollow point rounds from, yeah, and you have to pay me back for these too, because these are about $1 a piece.
Oh, okay. So really? How about no? How about she doesn't have to pay you back for that? And this situation can be resolved without the use of a gun. And I know he's playing this like this was his last option, his last resort. He's got to go to extreme measures. No, I don't think you have to do that. There are any number of ways you could have resolved the situation. He's only ever responded to his daughter's disrespectfulness by punishing her. Never actually trying to talk to his daughter. Never actually trying to make some kind of compromise. No. And I understand parents do have to punish their children sometimes. I get that. But what's the harm in actually talking to her? There isn't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. And after that comment you made about your mom told me to be sure I put one in there for her. So that one's from her. And if I got one left, I got 2 left. Now I'm out. So, just for the record, whenever you're not grounded, whenever year that happens to be, you can have a new laptop when you buy a new laptop. And when you pay me back the $130 for the software I spent on yours yesterday. Hope you've enjoyed your little fiasco on Facebook. Hope it was worth all this. Have a good day, y'all.
Alright, well, so that's the end of the video. He did end up posting this on Facebook. He did link to the thread where he posted the video. I read some of the comments. Some of the people like, "Oh, this is good parenting." Some of the comments on the YouTube video were like that too. No, this is not good parenting. Look, I'm sorry. I had a dad who was a lot like this. Now, he didn't shoot my laptop. Thankfully, he did damage it. Like, he banged right down on the little touchpad. And from that moment forth, I couldn't use the touchpad anymore. Now, thankfully, this was on my old laptop, not the one that I have right now. But it just goes to show, like, you need, like, just over. This is what we call an overreaction. No. And it just goes to show that people would rather just keep punishing, just shoot. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Look, the point is, he didn't even attempt to talk to his daughter about any of this. I mean, he should have. I mean, if he wants to punish her for anything, it's all the swearing on a Facebook wall, which he shouldn't have done anyway. In doing so, like, her dad would have seen it anyway. Like, again, dude's in IT. He saw the Facebook post, and yeah, he could have punished her for swearing on there. Nope, I have no problem with that. But again, no point did he ever try to talk to her about anything that she said on there. No. Instead, it's better to just shoot the problem away. Again, I have a dad who's kind of like this. Not quite on this level, like going so far as to shoot the laptop, but he is kind of this sort of redneck. I will say, well, but now that the video's over, let's get to an article or two about. Okay, so there's the original video. I did search it up. Here is an NBC article about the event. Okay, so they eventually went onto the Today Show. And where they talked, they had the mother there. They were all there. I did watch another video where he did. Well, no, they mention on the Today Show. Right here, quote, on the Today Show, Jordan had one more surprise for his daughter, who was still grounded and laptopless. He set to a computer's hard drive where her photos and other data were stored. Fair enough, he asked, offering it to her. No, not fair enough, because that's useless without a laptop. He did say, oh, you're going to have to pay for it yourself. Again, she wasn't old enough to get a job. Now, I did read another article. I don't have the actual link to it, but a place near their house did offer her a job. So, that's good. I watched another video where they're on another talk show. They have essentially made up. They're fine now. I did try to look up what they were doing now. I imagine the dad is still like doing IT. The daughter's probably in college. But I want to bring this back to me because even after this whole incident happened, the daughter kind of forgave him. She realizes that, I screwed up there. Like, I didn't like that he did that, but I kind of forgive him. He's my dad. He's my dad. He'll make mistakes too, but I still love him. And you know what? I can kind of see where she's coming from. Even I lived with my dad for 2 years, and I couldn't stand those 2 years. I wanted to move out as soon as I could, because I really didn't like moving there. I've already gone over all that, but even after those 2 years that I just hated, my dad's still my dad. I honestly wouldn't have any other dad. For all his faults, dude's only human, and he has forgiven me. No, and I've more or less forgiven him for the way he treated me, because I do want to bring up, because the whole reason I ended up living with him was for me to go to a smaller school. or there'd be less people that I have to interact with, so it's easier for me to be social. It didn't work, but you know, my mom and my dad realize that now. And to be honest, they had good intentions, and so did my dad had good intentions with the way he treated me. I understand now. And to be honest, the dad, Tommy Jordan, the dad in this video, he had good intentions, but he just went about things the wrong way. And honestly, I think we can say that. I think we can apply this to a lot of parents. So that's our lesson for today. Um, it's the saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but instead of a road to hell, it's just it's an irritated child, which is no, which I guess it's nowhere near as bad as hell. Although I'm sure some people feel like it is. So yeah, they're fine now. And that'll be the end for today's video. Now, if you go ahead and leave a comment below the video and tell me what you guys want to see for the next video. What video would you like me to respond to? Just leave a link in the description below. And I'll see you guys for another video and another time. Take care.